Right, Joe, why am I here? Why are they here? And why am I in a lab coat?
Well, we're going to do a best blades video with a difference.
Absolutely.
And I'll explain why in a second. But what we get, I test these irons all the time. And when you get a single piece of forged, some not forged, but we'll get to that, irons, all around 33.5, 33, 34, and it's 7 iron. They all do the same thing on a launch monitor. They all come off at the same ball speed, carry distance, spin rate, launch angles within negligible amounts from my testing. So what you're really buying this stuff on is looks and feel. So what I've done is I've brought with me 10 of the best blades I believe are out on the market at the moment, some direct to consumer, some big manufacturers. And we've come to Robert Rock's home course of Little Aston, where we're going to blind test them. We're going to find out what Rob thinks, without prejudice, is the best iron based on the looks and the feel. Does that make sense to you?
Here's a man who's played blades his whole life. Here's a man with a beautiful swing and classic taste. So perfect man to use it. We've taken it off now because we're filming this after the fact. But you've covered these in gaffer tape, black gaffer tape, to try and do the best blind test possible. People will be screaming at the screen now, oh, it's going to affect the feel on the swing weight. It's not.
Do people scream in that voice?
It's what I do.
Okay, well it's not, no. So I've measured out this gaffer tape. It's less than 1.2 grams going on the back of the club here. So a totally negligible amount of weight. Doesn't affect feel at all. I've tested it with them on. I've tested it with them off. So we're going to get...
the best we can do.
It's the best we can do.
What about the specs, Joe?
Well, we've done the best we can. Again, it's not full science, but I've got as close as I can to getting all of these irons in from the various manufacturers in Rob's specs in terms of his lie angles, the shaft and the grips we can, within reason. We've not managed it all the way through. You'll find about that in a minute.
And I'm going to be sat in the back while these two are nattering away, taking notes. Going to rate each one on looks and feel. And at the end, we're going to find out in the most scientific way possible which is the best blade from the voice and the brain of Robert Rock. Should we just get on with it?
Let's go see Rob. Right, Rob, you up for this? We've got a blind blade challenge. I've got the stealthiest bag you've ever seen.
Nice.
That's all blacked out. All the back of the blades are blacked out, so you're not going to know what's going to... I'm going to hand them to you in a very special way, so you can't even see any of the back. We're just judging on profile, so looks in behind the ball, what you like to see, whether it's blade length, whatever you look for in an iron, and clip a couple away, and I'll get your impressions of feel, and then we're going to ask you for a rating out of 10. And I reckon we need to chuck a decimal point in here because there might be a few 8s, a few 7s. So we're going to go very...
An overall rating out of 10?
No, each. We're going to have a rating for looks and a rating for feel. All right, so we're going to start off. Keep your little peepers closed. There you go. What do you make of that? For those of you at home, by the way, this is going to be up on the screen now. You're going to know what Rob's hitting before he's hit it. What's your thoughts?
Thoughts are, I like the shape. Front line's nice, head's a little smaller than what I normally use as far as blade length.
Heel to toe?
Yeah.
Okay.
But looks good.
Works.
Soft.
Soft.
Yeah, that felt nice actually.
That's your
How many are
first
hitting?
thought.
I'm hitting 3.
You just, whatever you need to get a good judge of what you feel. I feel like I should have a towel in here.
Yeah. You normally got a towel, haven't you?
Can my glamorous assistant Dan, can you pass me that towel in, please?
Yeah, very soft actually. That feels nice.
Okay.
Possibly coming off a little lower than mine, but I actually like that.
One more, because I want to ask you a little bit about, what do you make of the bottom line there? The
white
last
line.
groove, whited out. Not hugely traditional for a blade. What do you make of that?
No, I would probably, if there was this was mine, I would probably scratch it out.
Okay.
But it doesn't bother me, right? Yeah, I actually struck them 3 pretty similar.
Might have found a new gamer.
That was nice, actually. I like that.
Come on then, to the ratings. What we got out looks-wise, out of 10?
Looks, I'll give it a 7 because it's not my preferred length.
Okay.
Maybe an 8 because the shape's nice.
So where are we settling on, 7.5?
7.5 maybe,
7.5 for looks to start with, and feel-wise, you're complimentary there.
Feels 8 to 9, yeah, so let's go 8.5.
So we're going 7.5 looks, 8.5 feel.
Yes.
Good. Any guesses what it is?
It's a ping.
Oh, is it? Is it, Rob?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Oh, is it though?
Is it though, yeah.
Right, here's a very sneaky way of going again. So second one is, key is don't look at the grip, I would say here.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Thoughts straight away, immediate impressions of look.
Good.
Any advances on good, Rob?
It appears slightly longer.
So is that something you like in a blade? You
Yeah.
want a little bit of extra blade length?
I don't like it when the blade length goes too short in the short
stubby.
irons,
Okay.
and then you go bigger again when you go to your wedges. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Based on just pure looks, or is there any
Just
functional?
Just
to that?
making the whole set flow. And I've used shorter blade, or tried to use shorter blade lengths, and didn't get the strike location that I was used to.
Okay.
So most of my golf was played with the Callaway X Forge, which was longer, and I had a middle to slight heel strike on that, which I preferred. So anything that nudges me towards a toe, I don't like.
Right, that makes
which
sense.
I tended to do. But this is a good-looking club, not too low in the heel part. So for the 7, it looks nicely balanced from sort of toe to a higher heel.
So you don't like
I
it
don't
when
like
that heel
going
goes
too pointy.
low?
No, I don't like that,
Okay.
because then that gets more severe when you go into the short irons and wedges.
For the benefits of those watching, the reason I've got this piece of paper is to try and make sure I give these to Rob in the right order. I'm not just reading off a script. Give me your first impression strike there, Rob.
That was slightly firmer feel than the previous one. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm good, aren't I?
You are. Struck it pretty well, I felt. I actually do like the shape of this. Didn't hit that one as good.
Clean?
Yeah, a little bit low on the face, that. This feels heavier because we've got a dynamic gold in here, haven't we?
Yeah, so again, we have mentioned this in the intro, but these
Yeah.
we couldn't get them all to the exact specification, but we've got as close as
Yeah,
we
so
can
I
with
think
X-Flex shafts.
I think that explains just a very, very tiny mishit there, because the weight's slightly different to what I used to use X100s, but
Sounded nice.
yeah, that was good. It's a different feel. It's a harder feel because of the shaft, I think.
And people overlook that.
Yeah.
The vessel that sends the message from the head up to the grip is pretty
Yeah.
important. Okay, so
Yeah.
looks.
Looks a 8.
Solid 8.
Solid
Straight
8.
Feel.
I would have preferred that one when I was using X100s. It now feels different to me and feels harder work.
Slightly harsher.
Yeah, so the feel's probably 7.
Okay, interesting. Right, next one up. Now, this is the only one that I couldn't get in 7 irons. It's a 6, so
Okay,
bear
that's
that
fine.
in mind.
Yeah, that's
But we're talking looks and feel here, so
Yeah,
don't worry
looks and
too much
feel.
about that.
Looks and feel, mate.
So again, this will be up on screen for those of you watching, so you'll know what Rob's got in his
Oh, I
hand
know
now.
I know what this one is.
Rob thinks he knows already.
It's a little bit upright. It's a little bit upright there. But I know how to hit these ones, mate.
Yeah, don't
'cause
you?
I had a set of these.
So you said to me when we were sort of chatting about this over lunch, you felt you'd be able to get every iron.
Yeah. This is the TW.
Be bad if it was a Ping G740, wouldn't it? Hey,
Wouldn't
you
it?
look
Yeah.
a right fool on
Wouldn't it?
YouTube.
That's nice. I've hit millions of these. 6
Come on
irons,
then, so we don't need to dwell here.
No,
Give me
I
your
know what
thoughts.
now. It's an absolutely fantastic set of irons.
Right, so looks
For
wise.
me, that's at the top end of the best possible blade you can get. So it does everything I want with looks from the X4s, which is long blade length, multi grooves, exactly what I want, higher heel. It's a 9. 10 doesn't exist, does it?
Okay, can we go 9 points?
We'll go 9.5 for that.
9.5, 9.5, please, Dan.
9.5.
And feel wise, we similar?
Similar, yeah. Take some beating that.
9.5, 9.5. That's putting down a mark at early doors. Let me see if
Yeah.
I can find the next one. I reckon this has got half a chance. I reckon you might enjoy this.
I might enjoy this, eh? Oh, okay, yeah, I know what this is.
This is supposed to be blind. You're
I know,
ruining
I
my
know.
video.
I
What's
know,
the matter
I
with
know,
you?
I know. The only thing I don't like about this is that bit going a little bit narrow, but that's totally personal preference.
So what Rob's pointing to there is...
So this bit is a little bit, what's the word? A little bit narrower than the other ones that I preferred. So the top line would be a tiny bit squarer.
That's something interesting because I actually prefer
You
the
prefer
look
that?
of that because
yeah.
I like seeing upright. That
Yeah.
makes things look more upright to me because it
Yeah, it
kind
does,
of raises
it does,
the toe
yeah.
and I like seeing upright.
And this does, I mean, it does nothing for the function of the shot, does it? It's just purely what shape of club you like.
Yeah.
And what I suppose what you're used to playing with. But leading edge, brilliant. Top line's lovely. Face looks, it's just a good club, this is.
you think much about turf interaction when you're hitting these? Is
Yeah.
that something that you...
Yeah, and that's pretty nice, to be fair. Very smooth contact, and I know the sole of this is slightly different.
I talk about this sole a lot. That's why I
Yeah,
was
it's
leading you a bit there.
It's a good sole, actually. And I would like to have maybe tried, probably a perfect set would be my TW with a sole similar to this, to see what that would work
V-sole,
like.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because that's the first one that's done that.
Hey Rob, we've got grinding wheels.
I know.
Expensive experiment though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Clean the face of that for you.
Good club, this.
Come on then, one more, and then I want your scores. And then we're at the halfway point very nearly. That sounded good.
Yeah, that come off. I pulled it a little bit, but yeah, that's a great club.
What is it
That's
then?
that's a Srixon. I believe that's a Srixon blade.
Very good, Rob.
Yeah.
So out of 10 for looks, we didn't love the lower heel area.
8.5.
8.5 there.
Only
Feel?
because of I know that heel goes lower with a short iron, so it is. I could possibly use that set going 5, 6, 7, 8, but then I'd need a different 9, I think.
Feel wise, we like the turf.
Feel and divot 9.
There we go. We got that, Daniel? Yes, sir. Bless you. Next up. What are we saying there, Rob?
Oh, different looking.
Any hunches?
Yes.
Okay, keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Try and keep the suspense going here, Rob. Oh yeah, you know, you guys know about it, but just let's pretend you don't. What do you think?
Almost forwards, isn't it?
Almost onset.
Yeah, almost. Because of the little nick in there.
Correct.
But it's a rounded front, more like a
So like the centre part of the leading edge feels...
sticking forwards a little bit.
Yeah. And what do you make of that?
I've not hit an iron like that.
Okay. It was very cryptic.
Yeah, it's possibly going to throw me off a little bit because I've not done it, but... Oh no, I hit that good.
What do you think about that? The finish, the sort of
Yeah,
brushed rather than chrome? Are you a chrome guy, traditional?
I don't mind that. I used to be, but I don't mind that now. Once you hit enough of them, they all kind of just... It all goes off the
All
face.
muck up
It
a little
stops,
bit, don't they?
Yeah, it stops being so shiny. It's only really the look on the back, really, I suppose, that does that. But
So now looking down in behind the ball there, because you address pretty tight in there, so you can't even see the front of that leading
no,
edge, right?
it's tucking under a bit more, I feel. It's probably not, but it's tiny higher flight.
Popping up a little bit more.
Yeah, we're dynamic gold again here, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. We're not worried too much about the ball flight and the data. I'm just focusing more on those sort of unquantifiables of looks and impact feel, really.
Feels very similar. I couldn't tell you that it's...
It's not very good at balancing balls, is it?
No, couldn't tell you it's particularly harder. It doesn't want to stay there, does it? We'll go there.
There you go.
It's quite good, actually, for a nice little tight lie, actually. It sits in well. That was good.
Yeah, it sounded lovely. Okay.
Feels good.
Right.
So feel would be on a par with the others, so 8.5, 9. I don't like that leading edge look, but it's, again, that's just because I haven't had a set of irons like that before. I don't think it does anything bad, but it just does, the little nick in the heel I didn't like.
So where does that net out for you then on score for looks?
7.5.
7.5. Next up.
You didn't ask me what it is, but I know what it is.
What do you think it was?
Wilson.
Very good, Rob.
Yeah.
It's the most patronising I've ever been to anyone. It was very good though.
This is the.
Well, again, this is a tricky one because you've got this
I've
in
got-
the bag,
I've got
haven't
these,
you?
yeah.
But so you were always going to know this.
Yeah.
So presumably, from a blade length point of view, when you put that down, that's in your wheelhouse, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The only way I would improve this club, from what I've used, would be to put the multi groove on it that my old irons had. But I'm using these 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm using of these at the moment.
And the multi-groove Rob's talking about is in the P7TW, used to be in the Nike VR Pro blades, I think, which is essentially more grooves.
Yeah.
More grooves.
More
So you end
grooves.
up
I mean,
less
Callaway-
prone to flyers, don't you?
Callaway have done that on numerous sets before. Thank you.
More than welcome.
But it's a squarer blade, isn't it? Like I mean, they're not running
more
parallel,
angular, isn't
but
it?
yeah, I like the look of this, which is why I've been using it.
And feel-wise then, because obviously you necessarily wouldn't hit this side by side with some of the irons you've tested here.
Yeah.
How does it compare to, say, you guessed it, the Wilson you've just hit, or in terms of, is that a soft blade? Is that a firm one to you?
They're all
Similar.
pretty similar, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's only really the shafts that I've noticed the difference in the weight and the firmness of it. But we're hitting the same balls. We're hitting Pro V1s with everything here.
Yeah. Cool. Get a score.
Yeah. Because I've obviously chose to use that anyway, it's just a straight 9 and 9, I think. I wouldn't use it otherwise.
That's fair. Right. We're on the home stretch. Spanner in the works for you. What do you make of that?
No idea what that is.
Good. Initial thoughts?
Looks pretty good though.
In terms of blade length, shaping,
Yeah,
everything?
for what I like, yeah. Yeah, nice.
Good.
What shaft we got in it? KBS. Oh, soft. Is that the head or the shaft? I don't know.
I know.
Do you?
Yeah.
You know, do you?
Tested these a lot. I'm a big fan here. Yes, sir. So soft was your first impression, right?
Yeah, yeah, nice.
That was very much my first impression as well.
Could be the softest one so far. That was good.
Need any more with that?
No, nice club that. Don't know
No.
what it is, but very nice club. Probably 8.5 for looks and a 9 for feel.
Very, very interesting. You have, yes. There's one to add. I'll put it at the end, Dan, yes.
9.
Right, so once again, you'll know what Rob's got in his hands here. I reckon
Titleist.
Yeah, I knew you'd know that one. Why was that immediately apparent to you?
Titleist just got a look about their irons, haven't they? There's something. This is a straighter version of a Titleist.
Less offset. Yeah.
Very nice. This is in quite tight. So the starting line of the grooves into the hosel are tighter. My ones that I use are just nudged a little further out.
Bit more of a gap, yeah.
This is slightly more upright than the others, probably by a degree or so. Lovely. Yeah, nice. Maybe I should bend mine a little bit more upright. That was good, wasn't it?
That was nice,
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoyed that. Sounded great.
Titleist, great clubs.
It sounded great as well.
Can't. If you put this on the right lie, really, other than that little bit in the heel that I probably wouldn't choose,
Okay.
I'd have to use this enough to see where I'm actually striking it. If I was hitting these out the middle reliably, 100% could use these.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Use Vokey wedges, don't I? It's kind of a natural thing to. That felt lovely. That was probably the best one.
Sounded superb, that. Yeah, I hope that's picked up on audio.
That was
felt
nice.
Great. Come on then.
Great club.
We're going to change the bag here, Rob.
No, I'm too much practice to change clubs. I like mine as they are, but that's a very, very good club.
Looks.
I go 9 and 9 again there.
Okay, solid. Right, last two.
Right.
Then we'll let you go home. How's that sound?
Good. Don't know what this one is. I might get there in a minute.
I'm not. The game isn't to guess what it is, Rob. The game's just to tell me what you think of it.
All right. So upright again. So not quite how I want it to sit. I quite like the finish all across the face. Nothing's sort of standing out.
As in, sometimes you get the chrome stripped down the
Yeah.
side, but then the grooves.
I don't like that standing out too much one
Okay.
way or another. It reminds me a bit of a Mizuno JPX, but I don't think it is. I used the JPX for a while, but it's not that. I'm pretty sure it's not that. So I hope I don't catch a big stone under this.
I hope not, because that's one of mine. That one.
Is it?
Yeah. That's why it's a little bit upright.
Yeah.
And that's why it's
And
gone. That's why it's gone a bit
front
left on you.
Yeah.
That's why it's gone a
Yeah.
bit left on you. Feel-wise?
Strike felt very good. Yes,
Mhm.
the strikes, the feels up there with the others, like a 8.5, 9. I don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that spoils the look of the club to
What
me.
Rob's saying there is it's got a KBS C taper shaft in it, which is kind of a brushed steel. You're
Yeah, I
more of a
don't like-
traditional chrome step man, aren't you?
Blade's got to have chrome. What are you doing? Put that in it.
Just
Have
really
the chrome
str-
finish.
I'm just really strong, Rob. There's only so many shafts that
Oh,
can
are
handle
they?
me, you know?
Okay. Yeah, lovely feeling club. If we just tweak that down a little bit, that'd be excellent.
Okay, cool. I can tell you were on the right lines with Mizuno.
Yeah, don't know which model though.
You were there. You were there. You knew. Come on then. Looks wise.
Looks wise.
Ignore the upright because that's
yeah,
not
looks
its
so
fault.
8.5.
Yeah.
The face looked really good. Probably be a 9 if it had a chrome shaft in it. Feel wise is a 9.
Well, we've got to put it up to a 9 because you can't help the shaft that I put in it.
Just like we
All right, fine.
Yeah,
8.5.
8.5.
Right, last one. This will be a little bit upright as well.
Okay.
It's a bit of a wild card for you.
Wild card.
Think of the shaping on that.
Will I have used this at all?
I don't think you will have done. I love this sort of suspenseful glare you give.
Yeah, I'm just pondering what it looks like.
Oh, the tension's
The
palpable.
grooves are good. Tis a little upright. Probably in between. It's not too small. A tiny little bit longer blade length. That'd be on the money for me because it's nice and straight down the front. That's minimal offset. But yeah, quite like that.
Okay, good.
Oh, my eyes have gone a bit funny then. I was looking too hard at the grooves.
Need a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
This will probably go a little left as well because this one is a touch upright.
Okay.
Sounded good.
Yeah. Up in the air a little bit. Are these all the same loft?
Yes, they're all set to exactly 33.5, I think I did.
Okay.
Can I just give you a little wipe there,
Yeah.
please, Rob?
Thank you, mate.
And the club.
There is more grooves on that, isn't there? Or is it just the
Count them.
appearance?
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Is that just simply because that's something you felt in the P7TW before?
Yeah, I
that
liked it.
multi-groove thing, something you always look for?
I think this is a Cobra. Yeah, it's a good club that, like that. So that's a
Nice, wasn't it?
X100 again. So if to judge the feel entirely, I think we'd have to do a more with the same shaft.
Yeah, this isn't the world's most scientific test, I'll grant you, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to get your vibes and
Yeah.
your feels, and I think we've got some scores, so we just get your final score here.
So that would
so you're
be
complimentary of the looks of
yeah,
that.
that would be a 9 looks, and hard to. It's at least an 8 feel, maybe 8.5.
9 and 8.5. Dan, we've got that, so now we're going to have to pause for about 3.5 hours for Dan to add
Yeah.
up these numbers, because maths isn't his strong point, and we'll get to the reveal now.
Scores, Joe.
Scores, Dan.
We'll do the top 3 in a minute, but I want to talk about some surprises. Can we
Go
talk
on.
about what came last? It
Yeah.
was that one there. It
Bit
was
of a shame.
Iron B, Rob.
It was what? Sorry,
Iron B, which you knew
Yeah.
what it was because you could see it on the grip. But
Yeah. the Hogan.
maybe struggled with the shaft that was in it. Yes. However, on the feel front, but the looks, that's a classic blade. Any differences
Yes.
to you now we've taken the sort of secretive tape off, that it's got some classical nods to some classical
Yeah,
blade
and
design,
a Hogan blade iron is an unbelievable club, and they've done so many great models, and that looks really nice on the back, doesn't it?
Cool from the back, isn't
Yeah,
it? Shelter
it's
peel in the
cool.
bag, that's
Yeah.
a nice looking glove, isn't it?
What did I say about that? I can't quite
Feel
remember.
struggled because of the DG that was in it.
Yeah.
And the looks were about an 8. It was there or thereabouts. It just had the lowest feel score of
Did
the
it?
lot.
And
Yes.
that may have been because it was the first X100 I hit in the test.
Of the day, yeah.
So it surprised me a little bit, that does, but that looks a
It's good,
great
isn't it?
club, and it's got a nice soul to it.
Feels
And
like
that's-
you're criticising the validity of my testing, Rob, is that right?
It might be, yeah.
Hey, no,
Because
no, let me spin this.
a
We've
Hogan
learned-
iron shouldn't come out towards the bottom end, should it?
I don't think so. But,
No, but-
it's
But
the
nothing.
iron-
There was nothing you disliked.
No, I
was there?
don't dislike anything about that.
But it's the proof of the shaft. The
For the
shaft's
shaft.
the important thing.
If
It's
we'd
the
have gone
vessel, Joe.
straight from sort of Nippon to Nippon with this, we might have had a better
Hey, there's
result.
another video for another day.
Yeah,
See,
but
cool,
We'll
Rob.
squeeze
Good.
more out of Rob.
Good. I've always liked Hogan iron, so I'm not gonna.
We can't criticise.
Yeah, can't
None of them did
criticise that.
badly. Let's do this one because you loved the feel of this one. I don't think
Yeah.
you knew what it was either. Iron on for everybody.
Any
Rip-
guesses, Rob?
rip
You
that off.
unveil that one yourself.
Actually, don't know what that is.
Would it be
now.
any surprise to you to know it's less than half the cost of every
Oh,
other
wow.
iron in there?
Is it?
Less
Okay.
than half price of everything else that we've just tested there. And your first impression was, yeah, looks fantastic.
Yeah, it still
Feel
does.
scored 9 on feel, and actually
Yeah.
just listening to the way you spoke, it was a strong 9 with
Yeah.
the words you used.
No, it's a good shape too. Yeah, that's a good club.
And they're what, 600 quid?
£600 for to pitching wedge. Can't
Yeah.
say fairer than
No,
that.
very
can
good,
you? That's
very good.
validity for
Where did
that.
Where did that one rank?
That one got 17.5, which
Yep.
is technically a very, very congested tide for 4th.
Okay, yeah.
So it's absolutely
That's good
there or
value, isn't it?
thereabouts.
That's good
There we go.
value.
That was
Mm.
interesting to know. And this is Joe's Gamer.
This is
It was
what
the
I'm
last
playing, Rob.
iron that you guessed was a
Yeah.
Cobra. And I was
Yeah.
surprised you did.
So this is the only iron that you've tested today there that isn't forged. This is 3D printed.
Is
this
it a
is
3D
Cobra's
print? Oh,
3D
interesting.
printed MB.
Yeah, cool.
So the only one that isn't forged. I bent this 3 degrees upright, and one of the most
Well, just try and make it harder for me.
yeah, specifically for that. No,
Yeah.
but because the only one that isn't forged, this is a really tough bend. So this is technically really hard. So you know when you're bending a
Yeah,
forged
yeah,
iron,
yeah.
just breathe on it and it
Yeah.
goes. This is a bend like a cast iron. It's so hard. Yet when you hit it,
Yeah,
again, your first thoughts was soft, and I think that feels
cool looking club.
really cool, isn't it? In terms
Yeah,
of
yeah.
shelf appeal and in
Yeah,
terms
like
of
that.
impact feel, to be going up against all fully forged clubs and come out as scoring very
Yeah,
highly
and-
on the feel side of things. I'm biased. I'm playing it. I've spoken at length about how much I love this club, and I'm glad you didn't.
And you have bent that a lot, haven't you? So
Yeah, it's 3 degrees upright.
And if we did do performance in this, Joe.
Sorry, we're sharing a mic.
If we did do performance, it would be fascinating to see where this stacked up from a
Yeah.
forgiveness side, your front back dispersion, all of these things. It's another video idea I've just had.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
next one, Rob.
worth testing side by side
Yeah.
with exact specs
Spec'd
and
up
everything.
for
Yeah.
you. Let's
Top
do top
three.
3 then really quickly. So tied
Yeah.
second, Titleist and Callaway both getting 18 out of 20.
Yeah.
Both scoring 9 out of 9 in each category.
Yeah.
Clubs you're familiar with, Rob, and I guess that's why they came out on.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
very
familiar
early
with the
top.
look of both of them. I've got Titleist wedges, so I know what they look like. I've hit Titleist irons before. I've never actually used since, well, right in the early Tiger Woods days of the Titleist blade. I haven't used a Titleist blade since then, but always, and look better now that they've got a straighter line to the front, in my opinion.
If we had a tiebreaker right now, Rob.
Yeah.
If we had a tiebreaker right now, Rob.
Yeah,
And I showed you them, and you had to sit them in the bag. And I know
Yeah.
you've got one of these in the bag right now.
yeah.
Would this change your mind? Because I think the
At the back
Titleist
end.
blade is maybe the cleanest looking blade from that angle that I've ever seen. You've got a bit more going on your Apex CD
Yeah.
with the weight, etc. It's not as classic. Would that tilt your opinion in any way, or am I just being too fussy?
Do you even look at that part of the club, Rob? Really?
No, I do. I do. Yeah,
Okay,
I do. I like this portion,
Mm-hmm.
which actually reminds me of a Hogan set that I've got at home, the Precision. So I've got a set of 1953 Hogans at home that have got a little cutout at the front, and they just, I like that shape. So that's why I use these, and the fact that I like these Callaway irons anyway. I've nearly always used Callaway irons. That does look pretty nice. I would like that just a tiny bit smaller.
Ooh, good shot.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I agree. I just love that there's we haven't
Like
got
in the way
models,
that-
we haven't got bounce, we haven't got all of this stuff.
Yeah,
We've just got
that's
one
clean as
thing.
anything. That's nice and polished there. If that was the size that it is on the wedges,
Yeah,
bang on the money for me.
great shout.
Yeah.
Right, winner chicken dinner. We all know what it is. It's the
Yeah.
worst kept secret in this video. But the TaylorMade won by a whole point, actually, 19 out of 20. And you said it was
Yeah.
nearly the perfect blade, really, for you. And played
If
it
Tiger
forever.
Woods has had his influence on that, which I believe he has,
absolutely, it's got
Who's to
effing
argue?
initials on it, yeah.
who's to argue with that?
So there you have it. That is the best blades with Robert Rock. As blind as we could do it, as
Yeah.
scientific as we could manage, and make of those results what you will.
Well, I think if we both come in a lab coat next time, Joe, get him
Blindfold
all
me
spec'd up
next time
perfect.
so I
We'll
can't see 'em.
blindfold him. So many video
What effect
ideas.
strike, Rob?
We'll
Why
see,
not?
won't we? We'll see, won't
Why
we?
not, yeah.
It's a good test for me too.
Right, that was fun, wasn't it, Joe? For those still with us, thank you very much. Here is a full list of the 10 irons in the leaderboard position with the breakdown of the score. It was very close, but I guess it would be because these are all ultimately just lumps of metal with very slight adjustments to them. That's a bit facetious. Anyway, any surprises from that?
A little. I think the one that didn't surprise me, obviously, the couple of irons that he's played being high up
As soon as
there.
it was in his hand.
Twigged them, saw them immediately from the
That's
profile,
me trying to
feel,
ride that.
and makes very, good sense that he would rate them highly. So he's obviously making good decisions around his irons. It also surprised me how hyper aware of almost everything what it was, despite it all being blacked out, which made a mockery of the blind test, frankly, but was still really interesting. The one that maybe didn't surprise me, but might surprise people at home, Takomo. I've been saying it since day one. When I tested that 301 MB, I was chatting so much about how soft they felt and how much softer than some of the irons, the Miuras I've tested, the Mizunos, the stuff, the Japanese heritage that people go on. Are you telling me that a Chinese forged iron or Taiwan can possibly be as soft? Well, yeah, I am.
And so
so's
can Robert Rock.
So I feel very vindicated in that sense. And
That's
also,
good for you.
it
Congrats.
is good for me. And it's also, it was very interesting for me to see the iron that I play, that Cobra 3D PMB. Again, his first thought was soft, feels great, that. And that is the only one of the bunch that isn't forged. So again, there's a lot of people saying, how can this modern 3D printing possibly feel as good as old forged the old ways? Well, once again, there's more evidence to support what I've been saying there around 3D printing. I genuinely believe that's the future. And I think Rob was really surprised. We spoke off camera about that as well. He really enjoyed that.
He really liked that. We had to try and teach him about 3D printing, which is a little awkward because we don't really know it yet.
No.
Anyway, I would like to, Joe, one day do this all in Rob's specs.
One final thing I will say, you were mentioning about shaft, and Rob spoke about it a lot. The vessel that takes the strike and the impact feel from here all the way up there and to your hands, that test, I think, showed a lot of the importance of that, because he immediately noticed the difference and the harshness in some shaft from another that he's played over time. So that's something to really bear in mind when you're talking about feel of clubs. That is very important.
Well done, Joe. That was really fun.
Thanks. Can we go?
Yes. Goodbye.
Bye.